Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Taylor and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a review and swatches with this eyeshadow look I am wearing right now on this Bhcosmetics. This is the September palette and this is what it looks like. So like I said, I am going to be doing this eyeshadow look I'm wearing right now. I have some swatches and I'm going to be giving you guys my review on this palette. So if you're interested, just keep watching. But before we start the video, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe because I would love to have you. Also, make sure your post notifications turned on so you don't miss an upload. And let's start this Bhcosmetics Birthstone September palette review. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a review and swatches with an eyeshadow look on this Bhcosmetics Sapphire palette for September. This is the Birthstone for September. So I'm going to be doing some swatches. I know I am kind of late to doing this video because September is over, but I've just been super busy. So here is the first shade right there. It is like a purplish blue shade and it is called Sapphire. That is the actual sapphire color. Now we have this green matte shadow and it is called Confidence. And then next we have another matte shadow. It is a like purplish blue color. And then we have another matte shade. This one is like a deep green color, I would say. It is named Organized AF. Now we have this really pretty silver shimmer color. It is called Sporty. Now we have another shimmer. It is like this really bright blue color. It is called Cool. And then we have this one right here. This is like a glitter. It is called Nice as Pie. So here is all the swatches. As you guys can see, they're really pretty. The shimmers are very bold and like shimmery, and then the mattes are pretty pigmented. So we're going to test it out and see how it looks on my eyes and how well these shadows blend. So I'm just going to be priming my eyes with concealer like I always do. I'm just going to be blending that concealer in and then letting it stay wet so the eyeshadow will blend out and look better. So the first shade I am going to be going in with is that deep green shadow, the matte shadow right there. And I'm going to be taking a little packing brush to pat that in. As I'm putting it on my eye, it almost looks like a black color. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a black or just like a deep like green color, but it definitely looks more black on my eye, but when I did the swatch it did look more green. But anyways, I'm going to be just putting that on the outer corner of my eye and blending it all across the crease of my eye. This is going to be the darkest shadow that I use, so I am going to be blending out from this shadow. I'm going to be doing the same steps to my other eye. Like I said, just patting that and packing that color all in the outer corner of my eyelid and then dragging it across the crease of my eyelid. And I'm going to be putting it just a little bit above that crease because I want the deeper color to peek over the top of my crease because I do have hooded eyes. Next, I am going to be going in with that light green color called Confidence, and I'm going to be using a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to be putting this shade on the outer part of my eye. So I'm not going to be using this green shade for my whole eye. I'm just going to be blending it in to the outer corner of my eye. You guys can see it's really green, and using this green shadow did make that darker shadow look more green than black. So I'm just going to be going in back and forth in circular motions to blend those two shades together. As you guys can see, it's blending somewhat decent. It is taking a little bit more effort and a lot more eyeshadow to blend it together. Something that I did notice is this eyeshadow is a little bit chalky, and it does take a lot more eyeshadow to get the shades to blend together how I wanted them to, and I did have like a lot of fallout from that. Next, I am going to be using that same fluffy brush and just going in with that purple matte shadow right here, and it does have like a little bit of sparkle in it, but mostly it is a matte shadow, and I'm just going to be blending that into the inner corner part of my eye, but not too far into the inner corner. You guys can see where I'm blending it right there, and I'm going to focus on blending those two shades together, where those two shadows, meaning the that purple shadow and then the green shadows together, so there's no like harsh lines where the shadows meet, and just focus on blending it out. I will say I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a purple shadow, but when I do apply it, it definitely looks blue. So there's that, and you guys can kind of see what I mean by chalky. In some spots on my eye where I just applied that blue shadow, you can see how a lot of the eyeshadow is stuck right there, and it's very pigmented in like certain spots, but not so much in other spots. It definitely is a little bit patchy for me to blend this out. I'm not really impressed with these shadows in this palette. I know I've pretty much used some of these Birthstone palettes pretty much every month. Only a few months have I skipped, and I've never had this kind of problem with the eyeshadows blending. I'm just really not a fan of this palette this month, and I'm not sure if it's just the colors maybe the palette is, or it's just really fighting me to blend those shades together, and the quality of the eyeshadow I don't think is that good. But anyways, I'm going to be going in with that Sapphire shimmer shadow and just putting that all over my eyelid. You guys can see it's a really pretty dark blue color. It definitely looks blue, but in the palette it definitely looks purple, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, but the shimmer shadow looks really good. I did have to wet the brush for it to get this pigmented and stuff, but overall the shimmers were the better part of the palette, and the matte shadows I'm not really impressed with. I am going to go ahead and use some of that silver and just pop a little bit of an inner corner highlight in. Now I went off camera and applied some lashes, so I'm going to be doing my lower lash line, and I am just going to be taking that darkest shade in the palette and running that all along my lower lash line as close to my waterline as possible with a defining brush. And then I will go ahead and blend that out with a fluffy blending brush using that lighter green shade in the palette called Confidence. I'll just go in and blend my lower lash line out, going in back and forth motions. And I'm really focusing on trying not to get too much eyeshadow on the underneath of my eye. I don't like having too much eyeshadow under there. I don't want it to look like, you know, a lot of eyeshadow. I want to keep it as close to my lower lash line as possible. Alright guys, that is all I have for you in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.